you.
Definitely the better looking version of you. Shh.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyways, I was just saying, like, I got my relaxer. I'm feeling my hair, but what do I do? How do I maintain my hair? How do I maintain my hair after?
Calm down.
It is procedures. Like, I'm just so confused. I don't know what to do.
Really? I'm gonna show you how to get your hair to look good and feel good in a jiffy. Okay? So don't get yourself all worked up. I'm gonna show you.
I'll be there.
Follow me.
I'm coming.
Come on.
Alright.
Come on. So guys, you have clicked the video because you're either natural and you turn relaxed, or relaxed and it's about time to get your relaxer and you're like, what do I do next? After I get my relaxer, what next? And I'm here to answer that question for you. Hi guys, Wagwan, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for opening Sashelle's journal. It is your girl Sashelle, and thank you all for being here. If you haven't already been a part of the family, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the family. We have an awesome family here. When you relax your hair, this is a very big step. There are certain critical steps that you need to take in order to ensure that you get the maximum benefit from your hair, and your hair will progress from relaxer day on to the next. How you treat your hair before you get your relaxer and after you get your relaxer are of paramount importance, and all will determine how your hair turns out during your relaxer stretch. So I have already explained to you guys the critical steps that I take prior to getting my relaxer, which are involved in my pre-relaxer series. You can check out my relaxer series on that. But in this video, I want to primarily talk about those follow-up steps, those steps that you take after you have gotten your relaxer. So if that is something that is of interest to you, just stay tuned. So guys, I've gotten your relaxer and your first question is, what do I do now? And I got you, girl. I got you. Firstly, I must say, once you got your relaxer, you do all this prep for your relaxer, you got your relaxer and you got through that, then you know you give yourself at least a week, because some of us get scalp burns, the very ugly scalp burns, or some of us might have a little irritation on our scalp. So give yourself at least a week before you go in to manipulate or to do anything. Then the first thing that you want to do is you want to go in and you want to shampoo. So 7 days or up to a week or a week and a half after you have done your relaxer, you want to go in to shampoo. Now as you see, I am using the Tresemme Deep Cleanse shampoo. And why am I using this specific shampoo? My personal preference is to do a deep cleanse after I have done a relaxer, because it is like a purifying shampoo, and basically it will clean all the gunk out of your hair. It will kind of strip down all of those extra products and all of that. I think this is necessary because when you get a relaxer, you might have residue, you might get scalp burns, and you have scabs and all those things. So my first thing to do is get a deep cleanse. Now when you go in with a purifying shampoo, you know that that will be a bit drying in your hair. So when I do use this, immediately when I do go in and shampoo, I do this once and then I rinse it out and go on into my second step in my procedure, which is Aphogee 2-step protein treatment. What were you guys thinking? Like, what were you thinking I'm gonna say? Definitely the most critical step after you have gotten relaxer is to restore that protein. Now let us understand what relaxer does. Relaxer basically breaks down the protein in your hair. The fact that it gets your hair straight and laid, while it's doing that, it breaks down the protein in your hair. Now protein is the building blocks of your hair. It is what helps your hair to grow and to be strong and healthy. Now if the relaxer, which we chose to do relaxer, so if you are getting a relaxer, be prepared that you have to restore that protein that was broken down. So you're gonna do that with the Aphogee 2-step protein treatment, which is my personal treatment of choice. To be honest, I haven't really tried anything else for that deep treatment, but this is highly recommended, and by me also. So you go in with the Aphogee 2-step protein treatment, which involves first the treatment, which you apply to your hair. As you can see now, I'm applying to my hair in the sections. I'm ensuring that it is fully saturated. that, you're gonna have to go through a drying process. Now this Aphogee 2-step treatment is said to be for professional use, and that is because it is so critical that you take good care and follow through with the steps importantly, because if you don't, then you can go through breakage or damage. And why? Because then when the Aphogee is to be dried in your hair, it becomes a very hard substance. So as you can see from my hair, you can see how hard that literally is. Like, it is stiff. Like, if I'm supposed to explain how it feels, it is like when you add spritz to your hair and it's stiff. That is how Aphogee is. So once the protein is in your hair, you have either two options. You can go under the hooded dryer, or you can use a hand dryer. But when you're using a hand dryer, you're not manipulating your hair at all. You're not touching your hair from the position that is in, because you can cause a lot of breakage from that. Once you have gone through and you have dried fully, then you want to go in and you want to restore that moisture. The purifying shampoo, the Aphogee 2-step treatment are going to literally dry out your hair. If you go to purchase the Aphogee 2-step treatment, you're gonna see it has a balancing moisturizer sold together with the protein treatment. I don't think you can buy it separately. I'm not sure, but I don't think you can buy it separately. If you can, that's good. But normally it comes at package of 2. The balancing moisturizer is to restore the moisture that was lost during that purifying stage and that protein stage, to restore it back to where it is like a balance between protein and moisture. Because we know, as I taught you guys, and as you should already know, you have to have a perfect balance with moisture and protein. Too much of either one is detrimental. Is either you're gonna get breakage from really stringy brittle hair, or you're gonna get breakage from really dry, very coarse hair. So you have to strike that balance. So once you have done that harsh protein treatment, which is gonna literally make your hair feel so dry, you have to go in and you have to restore that moisture. Now they give us a balancing moisturizer, which I think on its own does its thing. It works well. But as for me, to ensure that I get the full moisture back into my hair, I balance that out with my Tresemme Anti-Breakage conditioner, and both of those concoctions work together perfectly. It makes your hair super soft. It restores the balance that you need back into your hair. So what I do, I go ahead and I apply this conditioner into my hair. I go under the dryer and I sit for another 10 minutes. Now, wash day after your relaxer is a long process, but it is worth it and it's necessary. So guys, after you have gone in and you did your deep conditioning, you need more conditioning in your hair. You need to re-moisturize. So apart from deep conditioning, which gives you moisture, you want to also go in and re-moisturize. And I think you are more familiar with this process. You know, I go in first with my liquid, then my cream, then my oil, which is my LCO method, which I also have a video on that somewhere here. And basically I go in with my Zimmy leave-in conditioner, cream of nature conditioner I use sometimes too. It is also good. Any liquid leave-in, water is also fine. The liquid would add that hydration to your hair and basically helps the hair to basically absorb the products that are gonna go in better. Then you're gonna add the cream, and the cream for me are those, and basically the cream helps to add that extra moisture into the hair. This is what actually moisturizes the hair. Oil does not moisturize. Repeat after me. Oil does not moisturize your hair. Oils are sealant. It locks in the moisture. So then you go in with your oil, and for me, I use a light oil to go all over my hair. And I have this neem infused coconut oil, which was sent to me from SAJ Naturals, and coconut oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, almond oil, argan oil, avocado oil. All of these oils are essential oils and that promotes hair growth. Go ahead, grab as many as you can. Coconut oil also good sealant. Then you go in, you seal in your hair and sealing that moisture, and that is how you re-moisturize your hair. So once you have done your shampoo, you have went in and you did your protein step treatment, then you're gonna go in, you're balancing your moisturizer, after which you have to go in and you have to think about styling. My personal recommendation, as you guys know, it's not gonna be heat. I don't use heat in my hair. I don't recommend heat. I always recommend no heat styling. So no heat drying and no heat styling, and by that you can incorporate air drying method, which I have a video on that, on how I do that, or you can go in and you can use your roller sets, your curly rods, all of these little styling tools that are no heat. So by no heat, I mean no curling wand, no curling iron, no flat iron. Primarily, I can chance it and say go, you can do a blow dry, but it's not my preference, because what heat does and what you don't want to do after you have your relaxer is to create that dryness in your hair. And if heat is not causing a drying issue, it is causing a breaking issue because it's frying your hair. So either way, it's not good for you, and there's so much more. So in my routine, primarily I do a roller set, and normally I get my mom to help me with this because, girl, to be honest, my hair is shorter now, but it's still so long that doing like a roller set is so hard and so difficult for me that I personally do not prefer to do it. So you're gonna go in with your no heat styling, which for me, I went in with my roller set. After you have roller set, you might want to go under the hooded dryer for a while, for a good while. As for me, I don't think I have the patience to be sitting down under the dryer for so long, so I normally just sleep with it. It can be uncomfortable, but beauty brings pain, and we know this is not new to us. So let us just not act like this is new.
Than a day. But your girl has been so busy, so I'm gonna take this down. On my hands I have a bit of olive oil, just so my hands is not dry when going in my hair. If I'm touching my hair, I want to ensure that ooh. Let me just part this out. Okay guys, the edges are not so cute, so we're gonna work on the edges. Here, after our protein treat, our roller set, our hair is looking good. Guys, as it relates to dryness and all of that, we are not having dryness. Our hair is bouncy, our hair is voluminous, our hair feels restored, our hair feels good, our hair looks good, and we can't complain, guys. So look at that, guys. So voluminous, so fluffy, so nice, you know, healthy looking, and that is where we're going for. So guys, as you can see, you need to protein treat, and your protein treatment and how you take care of your hair before relaxer and after relaxer of utmost importance on how your hair and your journey goes. So now let us talk about how your hair feels after the protein treat. It is soft, it is manageable, but it is not too limpy and weighed down, if you get what I'm trying to say. So that is how your hair looks, and it will move and it will feel very voluminous. It will look good. Your hair will have that natural shine, plus the shine from everything. It will look moisturized, and basically you can see the health of your hair once it gets that. So if you're having problems with over moisturizing and all of that, or you're having too much moisture in your hair, one use from the Aphogee protein treatment definitely will restore your hair. Trust me, no doubt. I hope that one thing you get from this video is that restoring your hair with the protein that it has lost is of paramount importance. It's a must do. If you don't, later on you will suffer the consequences of that. Now let me point out, some persons go in and they do this, and also Aphogee on the bottle recommends that if you have very brittle hair, if you have hair that is very damaged, then you might want to do this prior to getting your relaxer, and basically that kind of creates that little barrier. So when like, it gives you additional protein, so when the cream breaks down protein in your hair, you still have a good amount of protein still on your hair to kind of bring you through. I personally don't think I have really damaged hair, and I've never gone to do that prior to getting the relaxer, because I feel like it defeats the whole purpose. Rather wait until you get the relaxer and then you go in with a hard protein to restore it,
And before you go into your relaxer, you just do a light protein, and that is what I do. If you haven't already seen that, go ahead and check out my pre-relaxer wash day so you can see how I go in with a lighter protein and how I handle my hair. But guys, that is basically it. Our hair is looking good, shorter but definitely healthier. We are loving where we are, and I hope that this video gives you enough insight on how you need to take care of your hair the week following or the follow-up procedures after you get your relaxer. So guys, if this video was insightful for you, if this was helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for making Sashelle's Journal. Check out the other videos in my series, and I'll see you next week. Toodles!